Hello and welcome to the 2-Minute Writers Challenge. My name is Christopher D'Armani and I am thrilled to have you here. Today's quote comes from Colette, who said, "Put down everything that comes into your head and then you're a writer." But the author is one who can judge his own stuff's worth without pity and destroy most of it. That's a really great quote. So again, my name is Christopher D'Armani. It is my purpose, my pleasure, and my passion to empower aspiring Christian nonfiction writers to share their trauma to triumph journey using a complete, detailed roadmap for writing success. Because it's the easiest, fastest, and simplest way to make the impact they know they were born to make. And part of making that impact is doing that last part of this quote, destroying without pity most of it. Editing, right? When you write your first draft, just getting my notes into the right place here. When you write your first draft, it is imperative, as Colette says, to write down everything. Do not allow yourself to edit along the way. You're going to miss out on some probably your best stuff if you go that route. So don't do it. Your first draft is the time for writing down every possible idea that flows through your head. That's it. It's to get everything out of here and onto the page in front of you so you can make sense of it as you're doing your next draft, your second draft, and your further revisions. But the only purpose, this first draft, get it out of here, onto there. That's it. Revision is the process that Colette was referring to when she talked about judging your own stuff's worth without pity and destroying most of it. Stephen King says second draft equals first draft minus 10%. Revision is that process where you brutally hack and slash away at every piece of nonsense that you've thrown onto the page, because there's going to be a lot of it. But that's the only way you can discover the really true gems that are left behind, until you have this crystal clear distillation of what your book is all about. That's the purpose of the editing. Another way, Stephen King also says, this is where you kill your darlings, to paraphrase him. You must kill your darlings. So really, all those really great favorite phrases that you have, you may need to kill some of them. You may need to kill all of them. But this is the process by which you transform yourself from a mere writer into an author who is going to transform someone else's life through your words. And ultimately that is the state of fulfillment that you're after, is being able to write a book that will help someone else change their life. It's the transforming yourself, just like the caterpillar is transformed into a beautiful monarch butterfly. The writer is just a guy throwing crap onto the page, seeing what comes out. The author is the person who takes all of that stuff that's on that page and then makes sense of it. And then ultimately makes sense of it for your reader. This is where you critically assess what you wrote to determine which words serve your purpose, serve your passion, and serve your message for your audience. Everything else must go. Everything else. And there's a quote from, let me get this to the right place. New Tech Day is always fun. Start of the new year with this new process. Let me just get that. There we go. So here we go. Whoever has no rule over his own spirit is like a city broken down without walls. Proverbs 25:28. The writer of the first draft intentionally chooses to let those words flow so that you can understand what's there, the depth and the breadth of everything that you want to talk about. And you follow all those rabbit trails, regardless of where they lead, so that all those things can be on the page for your editor to deal with later. The author is the one who hones all of that stuff into the message that pierces your reader's heart. If you can't write in a way that touches someone else's heart, you're never going to inspire them to make the impact, to make the changes that you want to make in their life. And so therefore you will not achieve the impact that you want. It all starts from in here. You must get in touch with your own heart first and express it through your first draft, through your revisions, honing that message tighter and tighter and tighter until the words that your reader picks up off that page go directly to their heart and opens it so they can then be vulnerable, accessible, and make those changes that they know they must make as well. You're the conduit for that change. And that's a beautiful thing. So that's it for today. Until tomorrow, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.